G'day and welcome back to Duckzorly Gaming and episode 9 of our Let's Play series on The Valley, the Old Farm, a map by Black Sheep Modding. Okay, so welcome back. Now we are continuing on with our, we're now in early summer. So first day of summer today. Now we're still waiting for our arable crops to come in. So if we go to our map for a second. So our arable crops at the moment are on fields 2, field 25, 62 and 61. Now currently they're still in the growth stage. So 2, 25 and 62 are in the second to last growth stage. And 61 is in the second growth stage. So a little bit of growing to go there yet. Now we have a fair bit of grass though still that is ready to harvest. So we can harvest 91 and 92 again, they're back to their first level of growth, so they can be harvested again if we wanted to. But 93 over here is at the higher level of harvest, not the full one, but it's at a higher level. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over there and we're going to get hold of that grass. Now, what we were thinking of doing is just grabbing the grass and putting it into for silage, but then at the moment we're not going to be doing a cow, so there's probably not much need. So again, we're going to go over and we're just going to bale it all up. So what we'll do is we'll go grab all of our handy equipment and we'll head on over. So we'll grab the big A and the baler and also the Vermeer, and we'll be good to go. In fact, we won't even take the Vermeer. What we'll do is we'll just put the tractor with the baler directly behind the big A, which is the Massey Ferguson, if you haven't already clicked onto that. And he can just follow directly. All right. So I'll grab the baler here. So instead of wasting our time and having the extra one, there's not really much point. So we'll just get it all done in one go. 6 half dozen the other really at this point. All right, so we'll grab the big A. Okay. So we'll get the New Holland there to follow and we'll head on down. Now what we'll also do is, let's see, does the truck actually have a tow bar? Let's have a look at our Mercedes-Benz we bought in the last episode. I'm not so sure if it does or not. We'll yeah, it should do. So let's take this out with the trailer, because it should have a little bit more horsepower to pull a full load of bales on the trailer. There we go. All right, so let's get our convoy ready to go. Move on down through here, and then we grab the Mercedes. All right, let's head on down. We'll take the outside route through here instead of trying to go through underneath the farmhouse. Okay, so I hope everyone's had a wonderful day. I've got no idea when this video is going to be live. I've got to look at my schedule again and rework it all a bit. After Christmas, it's going to have to change up a little bit as to what days I release videos. But we'll sort of that out directly. But nonetheless, we're talking about sort of mid-end of January when you're looking at this. Today is the 16th of January. And yeah, so we're off and running with the Valley of the Old Farm again. I'm loving this map, really am, and really enjoying playing the older style equipment and the smaller equipment. As I said previously, I didn't think I would ever get to this point of enjoying this style of gameplay, but I'm loving it. I don't know if it's from watching Reefy 1952, because he does. There's a nice big grass field there, isn't it? 86. Let's see how much that one is. We'll have to buy that one rather early. Yeah, so watching Reefy's episodes, his 24-day challenge, I think he's done with the older style equipment, and yeah, it's sort of a bit of a different challenge, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. So thank you, Reefy. All right, so we're all following along. We're holding up a bit of traffic. That's okay. So I'll head down here, and I think it's in the actual pig yard. We go through the pig yard, and then yeah, there we are, and then we head into the back of the field. So I hope you're all healthy, families are okay, all that sort of stuff. It's that time of year here where it's well, we got a couple of cold days, and we got another lot of hot weather coming through, a couple of 44 degree days coming up. So once at about 116, 120 degrees Fahrenheit, thereabouts, I think, off the top of my head. So yeah, we got some warm weather coming up. So I think it's actually in through here we gain access to the field, and it is. All right. So we'll just set ourselves here. Hop out, because we don't want the Mercedes to follow us. So we'll just bring him up here out of the way for now. Love the engine sound on this. Not really a very useful size tractor for us. Oh, then again, for this size stuff equipment we're using, it probably is, but certainly not what we're used to previously. But that's all part and parcel of it, isn't it? Keep on forgetting to unfold. Turn him on. Right, so he's ready to go. And off we go. Now, hopefully you're not getting sick and tired of seeing me mowing on this episode so far, or this series. However, it's just what we've got to do at the moment. So I'm sure there'll be some of you that be going, oh no, more grass. Whereas myself, I actually am enjoying it. And I don't mind using this this Massey Ferguson, or otherwise known as the Big A. So if you haven't seen my previous episodes, I've coined this the Big A because it's basically the predecessor to the Big M. So yeah, we've just nicknamed it the Big A. So we don't own that field. Stupid bloody field boundaries. Anyway, oh, go away, go away. What rot. Alright, let's get rid of that so I can see. We are picking up our grass. And you see over there the changed texture of the grass, so we're definitely mowing it, picking it all up. I do much prefer, not that this grass texture is different again to what Bullet Bill was using, I think, on West Coast, but I do like the different look as opposed to the default texture that Giants has given the grass. It meets with my approval. I do like it, to be able to see the difference, because sometimes it's very hard to see where you've mown and all that sort of stuff. So this makes it much easier. There's our first bale. So we've got two bales out of the first circuit, the header, first header if you want. So we're probably looking at, I don't know, probably another 25 bales or so, maybe a bit more. We saw in the last episode my my proposed bale calculation was way off, but that's okay. As long as we get more than what I think, then that's a bonus. So what do you think of any of you playing the Valley of the Old Farm, whether it be YouTubing or not, just your solo play? And what equipment are you using? I've got 2 gameplays on this map, not that I'm playing both of them a lot. I have this one obviously, and I only generally play this when I'm recording, with a little bit of off-camera work, but not much. I have another series where I'm using a combination of this older style equipment plus some stuff that's just a little bit newer, but certainly there's no big stuff. There's nothing like Miserion 5000s or Caterpillar harvesters or anything like that. This is all a lot smaller equipment still, but I'm using I've got all the fields. I'm just basically mucking about with all the fields and sort of experimenting with that. But yeah, so what are you doing? What are you playing at the moment? What maps? I know Jerry and Farmer Klein are busy with Midtown, and Jerry's just started that new one. I can't think of the name of it again. Terra something or other. I know Delta Bravo is doing, is it Rathlin? A new map that's come out. That's on, I think it was on FS UK. He's on that one. So yeah, there's a few people doing different maps at the moment, which is good. What's Eustace doing? Eustace has got a preview of. Oh, again, I can't remember. I think it's the same map as what Jerry was doing. He's going to be doing a let's play on that, and let's hope so. I'm wanting to see Eustace do some actual gameplay, some more regular gameplay, instead of just doing his intros and all that. So it's not that there's anything wrong with those. It's just I do like to see him doing his storylines and getting into it. So I'm hoping he grabs a map and gets stuck in. Hear that, Eustace? Go on, get stuck in. All right. So we're well over halfway down to this little field now. So we may not get the amount of bales I thought I was going to get. This is where the Vermeer would have been handy, I suppose, to pick up the grass that the baler misses going around the corners. But it's okay. We'll just leave it there. Not that phased about it. We don't have to have a 100% pickup of everything. As we come through, just a little bit more to go. And then we'll be done. And then we'll grab the Mercedes and come up and pick up all the bales and then take them back to the bale store. And I promise there won't be any more mowing for, well, next couple of episodes at least. Alright. So there we go. We've done that one. So we'll bring him in now. We just want to empty the baler out here. Okay, fold him up. A little bit of leftover in there, but there's not. Oh, actually, what we should do. Actually, let's do that. Let's get rid of that bale. It is unfolded. Let's go get a bit of this grass that I've missed in the corners, and we can. We're not going to need to get much. Just a little bit more now, and we can empty the baler out. There we go. That's better. All right. bring him back down here. Park him there for now. Alright. Might store the big A in there for now. If he fits. Okay. All right. So let's get this up and running. So all good to go there. All right, let's go pick up these bales. Let's see how many we've got. So 3. Probably about 10, 12, I think. Not as many as I'd hoped, but anyway, it's okay. It is only a fairly small field, I suppose. Alright, you grab these last, what is it, 4 to go. Mouse locked up there for a minute. Alright, so what do we get out of that? 6, 12, 17, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright. So we'll take this one back to the farm and drop them off in the storage barn. We've also got another tipper trailer we bought. There was a second-hand sale on, and we bought a another tipper trailer. So we've got to go up and collect that from the shop as well. We just bought that just so we got a secondary tipper, just in case we need it. I don't envisage needing it straight away, but we got a good price on it, so we'll go up and get that after we drop this off. So we'll take out the my current favourite Massey Ferguson tractor that's back at the farm and pick that up. And I'm stuffed trying to remember what the model of it is, but that's all good. Right, get over. Sorry about that. Thought I had a bug on me, so I leaned down to scratch it and then crashed, obviously. Oh, and you're going to park right there in my way. Good on you. Put into gear, let's go. Alright. Got a bit of a bug infestation in our house at the moment. I don't know why, where, or where they're getting in from, but it's an absolute pain. Must just be the weather. In any case, we'll get over it sooner or later. Mr. Mortine's been a little bit busy. Now what I will do for the next episode, or next time I have to do any grass work, I won't do a voiceover. What we'll do is we'll just, and here I hear everyone yelling out, yay. What we'll do is we'll just put some background music on and go from there. Okay. Offload, there we go. So what have we got stored up now? So we've got 20 hay bales. And we've got 31 grass bales. So we've got a good supply up there already. So that's all well and good. So we might just leave him here. And we'll head over and grab our Massey. And we'll... oh, I thought he was there. Must be over in the farm somewhere. Near the farmhouse. There he is. Actually, what we'll do is we'll grab this one. We'll grab the newer Massey, the 4709. Now this one is the one that came with the Platinum the Platinum DLC, was it? Yeah, so he really gets up and goes. So he's the modern tractor we've got on the farm. But he's a quick little beast, this one. Well, he certainly seems quick. He's not necessarily any faster than, say, the Xerion 5000 or anything else like that, but he's quick enough. Which I didn't notice. Has he got working indicators? Yeah. Righto. Off we go. We might have to look at purchasing that field next, field 86. Actually, what we'll do, I'll go and have a look at the sign, will we? 86. Oh, it's just up here. I'll pull in to see how much it is. I'm guessing it'll be around the 100,000 mark. Oh, a little bit undervalued, 455,000. So I don't think we'll be buying that one anytime soon. All right, let's continue back onto the shop. And we'll pick up our trailer and then head on back to the farm. Yeah, so the texture, the different texture looks great. I think it's, I mean, Bullet Bill did it with his first, I believe he was first to do it. And I stand corrected if I am wrong, but it is great having that different grass texture particularly. Some of the other crops on different farms by different modders are got different texture as well. But the grass one in particular, because it's always been difficult to determine, as I said before, where you've been and mown, for instance, but also, and even for driving over. But with these new textures, you're left with no doubt. But also the other thing is too, and it's one of the things that Bullet Bill certainly pointed out when he was bringing out West Coast, was at a distance, you can't tell looking at a, whoops, just missed him. You can't tell at a distance as to whether a grass field has been mown or not with the default textures. But with these new textures, you can see the difference at quite some distance. So it makes a very big difference when you're going around the farm, sort of looking at the status of your crops and all that sort of stuff. You can quite readily see the difference in the grass fields. Alright, so here we are. Pick up our trailer. There we go. So as you can see, it's a Krone Emsland trailer. So yeah, like I said, it's a second hand. It's been refurbished slightly. but we got it at a very good price, so we jumped at the opportunity to get it because we know we're going to use it sometime in the future, if not immediately. Alright, so now we'll head back to the farm. We'll actually go down via fields 24 and 25 and just sort of see how they're going with their growth, and go from there. Bump up our time a bit as well. I didn't put that back to 5 when we started. Now, as I may have said previously, I'm not really worried about the time scale. There's no set running it on 15 or 1 or whatever else. We will run it primarily probably on 5, but we'll just sort of see how it goes. If we've got a lot of work to do, we will bump it back down to 1. And I normally bump it back down to 1 when I'm doing a bit of solo off-camera work or whatever else. And more often than not, I'll probably forget to put it back on. But anyway, we're all good. We're not racing time. There's no hard set limit, other than the fact that we're just dealing with our 6-day season cycle, and we're all good. $23 is a sizable. Oh, sorry. 23 is quite a sizable grass field too. So, but the thing is, there's so many fields here. We'll probably look at getting a couple of the smaller fields, like even these ones up here, 35 through 38, here to my left. They shouldn't be overly expensive, and we can at least start getting some varied crops in, and then start making some more money. So you've got to spend money to make money, as they say. So it'll give us a lot more work, but it'll also give us more bang for our buck, so to speak. Alright, so we're coming up to the turn off in fields 25 and 26. Alright, so there's 26 there off to our left now. So it's got a first growth stage on there, which you can see, and there's our field 25, which is growing nicely. So yeah, that's all good, coming together. Alright, so now we'll head back to the farm. Hope you enjoy the tour farm. If not, well, I'm sure you'll tune off. Yeah, I don't mind driving around some of the good looking maps, because you get to have a bit of a look, and sometimes you still see stuff that you've missed previously. So as I go over the wrong side of the road. Where does that go? Let's go up here and have a look. Haven't been up this track. I'm just assuming it comes out the back of these fields, just at the edge of the map. Alright, so there's a for that field there. So it's to get access into field 49 primarily, but also gives you access to the back of 44, 45, 46. Very good. Alright. See? So we didn't know that before. We'll keep on going on our little mini tour. Alright. Over the bridge. Little rivulet. Quite still. We haven't had much rain of late, so no gushing water coming down the streams. Alright, so coming up, field 91 is going to be off here to our right hand side. Our grass field, you can already see, so there you can see the difference in the texture of the grass, where it's already been mown and it's back in its first growth state. So very, very visible, which is wonderful. Field 63, not owned by us. That's one of the ones we want to own very soon. We want to sort of try and get these fields that are around our farm primarily as our first purchases. Just makes it easy. We don't have to travel as far. We've already got to travel far enough to deal with just field 2, so Anyway, so here we have field 92 off here to our right. So again, grass field that we mowed in the last episode, or two episodes ago. Now, what was it, episode 7, I think. So it's growing back nicely. 61 ahead of us. Bloody bumpy road. Might have to do some work on this road, I think. Smooth it out a bit. Come down here too fast and it sends your tractor sideways and you end up crashing. So I know Reefy might be watching, so I'm going to try and avoid doing that. Alright, so we'll head around this way. Field 62 there off to our left. 91 off to our right. So they're all in the growing stages still. It won't be too long. And we'll be harvesting those. And there's that header trailer I've just left out hanging in the middle of the yard. Which I might take this over with the other trailers that are over the back here. Alright, so I know we didn't do that much in the end in this episode, but hopefully you enjoyed the little bit of an extra tour of the map and sort of see what's around. So what we'll do now is we'll call this episode there, and we'll come back in the next episode, which will probably be day 2 of early summer. There's not a lot much else to do other than bring the tractors back to the farm from over where we just were. And what we might do is just skip ahead then until our next game day, and then see how far we are off from harvesting. Okay. Alright, so I'll shut that engine off there. So thank you very much for watching as we head over here and have a look at field 52, which is one of the fields we want to buy as well. And we'll leave it right there. So thank you again very much for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers that continue to subscribe. And to our newest subscriber, whose name escapes me for the moment. Anyway, I'll mention him in the next episode. And yeah, that's something I've been remiss in mentioning our new subscribers and stuff, and I'll certainly do so. In fact, I might put a graphic up for each episode just welcoming you as subscribers. Anyway, so yeah, please press that like button or the dislike button if you so wish, but please again, if you don't like the episode, please just let me know why. I won't be offended. I'd rather just know. Alright, other than that, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, evening, night, whatever you're at, wherever you are, and take care of yourselves, and we'll see you again very, very soon when we return to the Valley, the Old Farm. This is Duckzorly at Duckzorly Gaming, wishing you a fond farewell. Hooroo!